Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Federal government allays fears of heightened inflation due to heavy spending ahead of 2015 general elections. As the nation celebrates General Yakubu Gowon, the president describes him as a true statesman. Wife of the president, Patience Jonathan, commiserates with families of South African victims of synagogue building collapse. And WHO to declare Nigeria Ebola-free tomorrow. Just this news from Spain says that the first Ebola victim outside of West Africa has tested negative for the disease. You can read up more on our top stories or on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can watch our videos. But if you're on the move, then log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We also encourage you to interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS, and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures or videos that you'd like to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. The former governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, has dismissed reports that his administration left a debt of 57 billion naira for the new Ekiti State government. Dr. Fayemi, in a statement today, said his administration can only confirm 36.316 billion naira indebtedness and not 57 billion naira. He, however, explains that the remaining sum of 28,485 billion naira represents internal loan, and this includes inherited loans from previous governments. The new governor, Mr. Ayodele Fayose, had at his inaugural speech put the state's debt profile at 57 billion naira. And as the preparation for the conduct of next year's general election draws nearer, some governorship aspirants on the platform of the People's Democratic Party in Kwara State have openly declared and formally too their intention to contest the seat. Although a total of 11 people have written to the party to show their interest for the post, only 3 have so far declared publicly their intention of becoming the state's next governor.
Out of the 11 gubernatorial aspirants under the PDP in Kwara State, 6 are from Kwara South Senatorial District, 4 from Kwara Central, and 1 from Kwara North. Presenting himself as an aspirant before a mammoth crowd which cut across the 3 districts, a former Speaker of the State House of Assembly and former Minister of Transport, Isa Bio Ibrahim, said he decided to come out after due consultation with various stakeholders. The only gubernatorial aspirant from Kwara North Senatorial District was ushered to speak amidst dancing and entertaining by dancers from his community.
Kwara is the only state I know that is still a toddler in 47 years of its existence.
Another aspirant that has declared his intention to govern the state for the first time is the former Commissioner for Information in the state, who also is the former national president of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ben Tuntoye.
I've consented to the call that I put in to contest for the office of governor of Kwara State in the forthcoming election under our great party, the People's Democratic Party. My intention to run is not out of personal aggrandizement, but to offer myself to serve my people.
The next aspirant is an engineer, Sunday Babalola, who promised efficient management of resources if considered suitable by the party.
We want to open a new page for Kwara State. We want to start Kwara State from the new level.
As the people of Kwara wait to know who clinched the ticket under the PDP, the election next year will determine who clinched the post of governor next year between the APC and PDP.
We're still talking politics. One major feature of Nigeria's political history is the factor of defections. This trend appears to be gaining more roots recently, with elected officials moving to further their political interests. Our political correspondent, Sheon Okimbaloye, in our next report reveals that some former governors who left their political origins for new parties are being attacked by fellow party men.
Defections in Nigeria's politics has been the order of the day. What has perhaps given more analysts reasons to talk is those who jump ship leaving the party, which gave them the platform for their mandate, leaving most of these parties with a feeling that they have been used and dumped. A recent defection from Nigeria's southwest is that of Governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, who in the middle of his second term in office left the Labour Party for his old party, the PDP.
I, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, following extensive consultation across the land, today formally announced the decision of members of the National Assembly of Labour Party in Ondo State, members of Labour Party in the Ondo State House of Assembly, members of Labour Party in the State Executive Council, indeed all of our members in Ondo State and those who share our aspiration to join the People's Democratic. Our immediate target is to help the process of getting Professor Goodluck Ebele Jonathan elected.
In the northeast, the faction of former governor of Adamawa State, Muritala Nyako, is perhaps what most people say is the cause of his political troubles, which saw him being impeached from office. Late last year, in what is seen by many as a political tornado, was when 5 governors of the PDP woke up one morning saying they were tired of the way their party is being run, and they left. Ambition, some say, is at the center of their decision to bid farewell to the party. In the southeast, the wave of these kind of defections is generating controversies. Former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi's exit from the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, is seen by some as an act of betrayal.
ABGA will never die. Yeah. ABGA will never die. Yeah. Those that have betrayed. ABGA is more than a political movement. We know where we came from, we know the struggles, and we know where we are headed.
As the 2015 elections approach, we might be seeing more defections. Such actions that will either give a boost or let down to some political parties. Sheon Okimbaloye, Channels Television News.
Away from politics now, the Nigerian Navy has impounded a 40-meter wooden boat carrying about 65 liters of a substance suspected to be either diesel or crude oil from a marsh on the River Niger. At a press conference in Lokoja, the Kogi State capital, the commander, NNS Commodore Shua Mohammed, said the cargo will be handed over to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation for testing.
This is the 40 meters wooden boat conveying 5 tanks which the NNS Lugard in Lokoja found abandoned along the marshes of the River Niger. The tanks contain 65,000 liters of petroleum substance suspected to be refined crude oil. While no arrests were made, the NNS Lugard commander, Commodore Shua Mohammed, said the seized products will be handed over to the officials of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, to determine the type of product.
At the time of the discovery of the boat, it was deserted. It was deserted due to our aggressive patrols around that area. The discovery is an indication that the menace of oil theft is not only restricted to the Niger Delta alone. These economic saboteurs and vandals can operate anywhere as long as they locate oil pipelines conveying petroleum products. Consequently, the products will be handed over to the NNPC accordingly for tests to determine the type of products and eventual evacuation.
The NNPC official also takes a look at the seized boat and then signs an handover document. But when asked for his comments, this is what transpired.
I'm not saying anything. I've told you what I'll say. I don't have anything.
Your product?
I can't be sure now. Let's ask about career analysis.
Does your product look like this?
Yes.
It looks like this.
But we can't be sure. We won't say this. I say we can't be sure till the test is carried out.
So when are we likely to get the...
It's not for you. It's not for you now. It's for the commander.
But what about the public? The public...
Never. They will go and meet him. He's the one who addressed you.
The commander has put
what
up
is your product
to bring this thing to stop.
When we finish, we will let him know. I've told you about what we're going to do.
The Nigerian Navy reaffirms its zero tolerance to oil theft and illegal bunkering on the nation's waters, and is now prepared to tackle the menace head-on.
We're in Lagos State now, where the government says it has achieved enviable results in education, housing, empowerment and infrastructure development in the last 100 days. These were the thrust of Governor Babatunde Fashola's statement as he outlined achievements made by his administration in 2,700 days in office. Our correspondent, Kelvin Obeton, reports.
It's the traditional 100 days account of his stewardship as the governor of Lagos State. This is the 27th in the series since the inception of his administration. In attendance to witness this event are members of the State Executive Council, traditional rulers, politicians, civil servants, and residents of Lagos State.
Our extraordinary journey of trust and...
While presenting a summary of achievements within 100 days, Governor Babatunde Fashola listed education, housing, human empowerment, and infrastructural development as critical areas that have witnessed rapid progress.
In addition to road construction and rehabilitation, we are maintaining the bridges whose expansion joints have not been changed for about 30 years, which the federal government built and left behind in Lagos when the capital moved to Abuja. In the last 100 days, apart from advertising vacancies for employment into the state civil service, to recruit young people to replace those who have retired, we have expanded our economic empowerment initiatives for residents who have struggled to put food on the table.
Governor Fashola also dismissed rumors that his party, the All Progressives Congress, is planning to present a consensus governorship candidate in the state. The 100 days account of stewardship had become a platform on which the activities of government are reported.
When the news at 10 returns, there's huge potential for investors willing to invest in Nigeria. That's coming from the CFA business meeting in Washington, D.C. Please stay with us.